The girl never expected in her life that her own nation tier maid had disguised herself as a noble lady and snuck into the ball, and even became the center of attention for the whole room. To keep the main girl from running away, Luciana reached out and invited her to dance right there. But this dance was not just some casual moment in the game, because choosing different partners would directly affect how the story played out. And right after the dance ended, an attack was supposed to trigger at the ball. Players who knew the game plot, Anne-Marie and the Crown Prince, stayed on high alert, because in the original story, the one meant to save everyone was the main girl, the strongest leftover lady. But since she was disguised as a noble lady, nobody had recognized her yet. Anne-Marie kept saying they needed to stay alert, but her body was practically bouncing with excitement. All she could think about was getting close to Luciana. She did not even notice the same-sex dance had already started. Plans changed faster than gossip. The girl she was eyeing was already holding the main girl hand and dropping sugar all over the dance floor. The main girl saw her mistress' smiling face, but alarms were screaming in her head because Luciana's mouth was smiling, but her eyes were saying we are talking about this later. The two had practiced for this night so many times. Even with their roles swapped, their coordination was still smooth as a copy-paste. Luciana was leading for the first time, but she remembered every detail the main girl taught her. She corrected moves on the fly and kept guiding her so she would not mess up. The main girl only wanted to escape at first, but once she saw her lady truly enjoying the dance, she slowly forgot about her disguise and status. All that filled her mind was how incredibly happy she was dancing with her lady. The two kept getting more into it, and her emotions started running wild. Her magic power leaked out with every step, leaving bright glowing marks all over the floor. The entire hall instantly turned into a human light show spectacle. Luciana knew exactly who caused it, but the main girl was still lost in the dance, completely unaware. She was maxing out Sainta's special effects to stop her from going any further. Luciana just stepped right on her foot. The pain snapped her back to reality, and she whined, asking why her lady stepped on her on purpose. Luciana almost laughed at her frustration and just told her to look around. She finally noticed magic leaking everywhere and quickly forced it back inside, making all the light vanish instantly. The nobles around had no clue what happened and thought it was all part of the royal stage performance. They started clapping and cheering. Not only did she not blow her cover, she accidentally pushed the atmosphere to its peak. With everyone distracted by the show, Luciana told her to make a run for it. She used her maid exclusive stealth magic, making the two almost invisible, even while standing in the middle of the crowd, and slipped out of the hall quietly. Anne-Marie showed up late, only to find the same-sex dance she was dying for had already ended. She completely fell apart on the spot. Max and Lecter had watched the whole thing, but since they did not want to interrupt the girls, they ended up pairing with each other. That scene was definitely not what anyone expected. After the dance partners disappeared, Lecter went looking for the main girl, but Count Legimbus stopped him. The Count told him that blonde girl who called herself Cecilia had completely different hair and eyes, but strangely reminded him of his late lover, Serena. Those words made Lecter heart skip a beat, because the first time he met her was on his way to look for Serena. He originally just thought he had fallen for some lost girl, but the Count intuition made him start to wonder if her black hair and eyes were actually a disguise. As the two left the palace, moonlight hit the main girl perfectly. Her color change magic flickered briefly, and her hair reverted to silver right in front of Lecter. At that moment, all the scattered clues connected instantly. Count Legimbus and Serena's daughter, Celeste, was born with silver hair and lapis lazuli eyes. When Serena passed away, Celeste had gone missing at the same time, and the main girl arrived at the capital from Serena estate around that same period. She could also change her hair and eye color. More importantly, the first time Lecter saw her in the capital, she had silver hair and blue eyes.